NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking to throw on first is Kessler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second down, here's Kessler. That's complete, Bernard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 6-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Shotgun, Kessler. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. Play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. To throw on second is Simeon. And he slings one that's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Third and long, it's Simeon. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Taking it about the 16. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Shotgun snap, Kessler. And able to find Decker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Now they run with Mixon. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw, Kessler. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Simeon on 1st down. Got him in. Complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Simeon. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second down following the incompletion.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-9, Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Simeon throwing again. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
All right, now, here we go. 56, green, 36, green.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-9.
A first throw for the backup Lynch. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's third down. Here's Lynch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This fielded at the 2. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And he loses the football a second time.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Kessler on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And the play clock's running down. To throw is Lynch. Ifasano here brings it in. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Yardage brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Lynch. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
All right, here we go.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have it.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Lynch to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run. Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the eye. So they'll try again with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Kessler on 1st down. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the shotgun, Kessler. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, Sanders now to return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10, it's Lynch again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. Oh, and he'll just get and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Kessler. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On 3rd down, Kessler. That's complete. Bernard. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say...